You know, when we're trying to save a little cash around the house, our minds usually go to the big stuff, right? But what if I told you one of the biggest money wasters and money savers is hiding right under your nose? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on a tiny, hidden hero in your home that can make a huge difference, both for your bank account and for the planet.
All right, let me ask you this. Just think for a second about all the water you use every single day. You've got showers, laundry, dishes, the whole shebang. So, what do you think is the number one biggest water guzzler in your house? I'll bet the answer is going to surprise you.
Yep, you're looking at it, the toilet. Can you believe it? Toilets are responsible for almost 30% of the water used in an average home. That's more than anything. And when you see a slice of the pie that big, you know that's not just waste. That is a massive, massive opportunity to save.
Okay, so let's dive into section 1, the silent water waste. Because you see, a lot of this isn't even from flushing. It's something much sneakier. A constant, quiet leak that's just draining water and money 24/7. You know that sound, right? That little hiss of a toilet that just won't stop running? Well, that's not just annoying. It's literally the sound of a serious leak. We're talking gallons and gallons of water wasted every single day. And the crazy part is, the culprit is usually just one tiny, cheap little part inside the tank.
So, it's time to meet the hero of our story. The little guy who, when he's doing his job right, stops all that waste in its tracks. And he's been hiding in plain sight this whole time, right inside your toilet.
Say hello to the toilet flapper. I love this description. It's basically the gatekeeper of your toilet's water. It's got one simple job. When you flush, it lifts up, whoosh, the water goes into the bowl, then it drops back down and creates a perfect seal. So simple, but so crucial.
Okay, so how do you know if your little gatekeeper is, sleeping on the job? Well, there are a few telltale signs. First, that constant running sound we talked about. Or maybe your flush just feels weak, kind of sluggish. You could even see actual cracks on the rubber if you look. But honestly, the biggest red flag of all is a water bill that's suddenly way higher than usual.
But here's the best part. Fixing this is so easy, and the impact is huge, which brings us right to section 3, the power of an upgrade.
Okay, get ready for this because these numbers are just wild. If you have an old toilet, one made before 1994, it could be using up to 7 gallons with every single flush. 7. Modern toilets, they're down to like 1.6, sometimes even 1.28 gallons. A huge reason for that jump in efficiency is just a better flapper, made with better stuff, creating a faster, tighter seal. And wow, look at this chart. It just lays it all out, doesn't it? That visual difference is just massive. We are not talking about saving a few drops here and there. This is a reduction of over 75%. That is a game changer. All right, let's talk money. What does this actually mean for your wallet? Well, there was this one family in Colorado, and just by swapping out their old flappers, they saved about $200 a year. $200 for a $5 part. And it's not just for homes. It scales up big time. Think about a small business, like a gym in Texas that was studied. A place with a lot of, flushing. For them, this super simple upgrade meant saving around $1,000 a year. That is a serious dent in their operating costs, all from one tiny little piece of rubber. And okay, money is great, but let's think bigger. Let's talk about the planet. Just one of these upgraded flappers can save over 1,000 gallons of water every year. Think about that. That's an incredible environmental win just from your own home. So are you feeling inspired yet? I hope so, because this isn't some complicated job you need to call a plumber for. Oh no, this is what we're calling your 30-minute mission. First things first, your shopping list is going to be super short. All you really need to know is the size. Is it a 2-inch or a 3-inch? Just check that. Then grab one that looks durable, and you're all in for maybe $5 to $20. That's it. That's the entire budget for this mission. And the installation? Piece of cake. It's literally just 6 simple steps. You turn off the water, flush the toilet to drain the tank, pop the old flapper off, clip the new one on, hook up the little chain, and then turn the water back on to make sure it works. Done. Seriously, no special tools, no phone call to the plumber. I'm telling you, this is something pretty much anyone can knock out in less than 30 minutes. When you think about how cheap it is and how little time it takes, it's got to be one of the best bang-for-your-buck DIY projects you can possibly do. Okay, so let's zoom out for a minute, because when you fix your flapper, the impact goes way beyond just your own house. You're actually part of this awesome community ripple effect.
Check this out. The city of San Diego did this program where they encouraged everybody to upgrade their flappers. And the result? Together, they saved over 5 million gallons of water in 1 year. It's just the perfect example of how all these little individual actions can add up to something truly massive for the whole community.
And, a water conservation expert, Robert Couric, he puts it perfectly. The call to action here is just crystal clear. Don't wait for that next crazy water bill to show up. If you make this change today, you start seeing the benefits, well, immediately.
So, we'll leave you with this. We've just uncovered this one tiny hero that saves thousands of gallons and hundreds of dollars a year. And it just makes you think, doesn't it? What other super simple, overlooked fixes are out there just waiting to make a huge impact? What's next on the list?